Hey, you guys, I haven't been filming for quite some time now. Um, I guess I didn't have much to say. Um, and nothing new has actually happened to me since I made the last video. I haven't really made any progress with my lawsuit case. Is Yeah, very difficult to get a breakthrough on that area. Uh, but I did, however, found out that because I also consulted an independent good doctor, and that a lot of the facts in my birth report were just corrected. I mean, the birth report. Actually, the birth itself never happened that way. They changed all the very important facts. My best guess is that they thought I didn't sustain any damage, so they just rewrote everything to fit the birth protocol, and it will be quite hard to prove because hospitals are supposed to be reputable institutions, and I'm just a traumatized woman. But there is my ex, was present at the birth, so this gives me some hope. Well, I will write and talk more about that as things develop and go on. But I am having a new surgery. It is a surgery to undo my first surgery, which was quite an unsuccessful attempt at my pelvic floor, to repair my pelvic floor, where a surgeon inserted a lot of the permanent sutures that made the muscles overly tight, at least in my case, and caused a great deal of pain. And for example, I'm completely unable to sit on a chair. uh, and just moving around is quite painful. And so I am surviving on the hope that, these days that this new surgery will improve a little bit my quality of life. And then as well, I will be left with bladder prolapse that I will see how I handle with time. Would it be possible to wear a pessary or do a small surgery? I don't know. I would like to stay away from surgery as much as possible now because, you know, all of these surgeries, even though they were performed by really good surgeons, great experts, have very limited success, and, they cause a great deal of complications. I've just dropped off my son at his dad apartment, and this is actually, my daily heartbreak. I am not like even his mom. I just became his manager. Dropping him off to kindergarten, back at home, back at his dad's, you know, um, place. I'm not very able like to play with him a lot, and he's you know he's he's you know he's getting to that point, like in his life. He's 3 now, and he wants more. He needs more, and I cannot give that to him, like physically. I mean, he he has a hint, I think, in his head, and um can feel that, a little bit unconsciously, that I'm not like other moms. But he's still completely unaware of my daily disabilities, and the amount of pain I am in every day. I also had a very bad weekend, where on Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday I was kind of screaming in pain here from the abdominal pain. As you may or may not know, my colostoma caused me a great deal of abdominal pain, where I developed very painful adhesions on bowels, and so basically I am more or less in permanent abdominal pain depending on the day and how much the bowels work, for which I take codeine, medical marijuana for now, but I'm upping on tramadol and possibly some kind of injections that they have here in Germany. At least the doctor talked about them the last time. So those 3 days were hard. And you know, it's getting old. I feel like, my life, my story, my everything is getting old. Life has gone by me. Everybody moved on with their life. I just remain, stuck and sick in my home. Um, Totally unable to. It's like I'm like a ghost. I'm like a ghost. I am completely incapable of doing any normal, routine. Anything that is normally attainable to a normal person, to me is completely out of the reach. And yeah, it's now, I just feel not even angry anymore, but extremely sad and hopeless about it all. Especially you get to see all these like events, like Rihanna just had her second baby and all. I mean, I feel these things don't happen to celebrities because nobody would dare on doing this to a celebrity person. So I feel they just get the best of doctors, carefully guided births and C-sections whenever possible, or wished. And yeah, basically, it's been like that. My son and I, he was on holidays from kindergarten for 2 weeks. That was very difficult to survive. Very difficult. My mom stayed with us for the first. I mean, my son, just get this. My son is just a regular, very normal, quite peaceful, calm kid. Um, and I'm still having so much trouble, managing him. Let's say, well, if I can say managing, I mean, but taking care of him, in a reasonable and proper way on a daily basis, just because movement is very painful for me. And on those days when my abdomen hurts a lot, I'm unable to eat and drink a lot, so I feel very weak. And I have a 3-year-old in my care. So and he wants his mommy. He wants his mommy, and often I cannot give that to him, right? So yeah, it's very hard, emotionally heartbreaking, for me to deal with all of this. And I'm getting more or less hopeless that I will actually ever even achieve anything with this. And just looking at seeing how many women suffer from this makes me so incredibly sad that in the society of 21st century this is allowed, and that the mother is being systematically killed and destroyed. And women, they just don't really talk about it enough, and that also makes me not even mad anymore, but sad. For me, it's too late, but my child will know. He will know. He will know. His all of his generations of all of his children will definitely know about this. About this, the plague of vaginal birth. This is what I like to call it, the plague of vaginal birth, because it's just the worst thing that completely wrecks your life, just wrecks your life. Because every day, all day long, all I can feel is bladder hanging down between my legs, pushing out to come out of my vagina. My vagina being not at all like a firm muscle like it used to be, but just very soft, very disintegrating tissue, and the same way I feel my pelvic floor. My pelvic floor just hangs down. My organs don't have a lot of support from below, and it's just mush. It's just minced meat. That's how I feel it. And it's terrible. It's terrible that these damages are just ignored, accepted as something normal. It's a very important part of woman's body that is being completely shattered, completely destroyed. Of course, I'm talking about birth injuries, not about women that had, injury-free births. And the issue is that the number is not small. 50% of us is like this. 50% of mangled up women. I think this is devastating. Really horrible. Well, until next time, maybe I will have some positive news, or maybe I will report from the hospital. Perhaps some of you will be interested to know about the perineum reconstruction, and how does it compare to the previous pelvic floor reconstruction I had. Over here in Germany, they call it like a proctological pelvic floor reconstruction versus the one that is done by your gynecologist. Well, anyways, the one that I'm having now is basically no permanent sutures, just sewing up tissues together in some kind of normal. And I even said don't reconstruct anything. I don't even care about any kind of reconstruction anymore, just taking away the foreign material so tissues and muscles can breathe. Well, they will drop down again, but that's so very much better than to have the situation I'm having right now. So possibly this could be an interesting video. So yeah, I will probably report back from the hospital, and perhaps this will be a more interesting thing for some of you to follow. Yeah, and so until next time, see you. Bye.